Caitlin Clark had brutally honest take on her shooting struggles in Fever's loss. Caitlin Clark is used to seeing the ball go through the net, but even the biggest stars and best shooters inevitably go through a slump. In the midst of a West Coast swing, the Indiana Fever lost their second game in a row Sunday following an 89-81 defeat at the hands of the Las Vegas Aces. Clark had a 19-point, 10-assist double-double, but struggled from deep, connecting on just one of her 10 three-point attempts. The Fever fell to the Golden State Valkyries Thursday on a night where Clark shot 0 for 7 on threes and 3 for 14 from the field, putting up 11 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Since Indiana went out west following a big home win over the Connecticut Sun, which clinched the Fever a spot in the Commissioner's Cup final, Clark is just 1 for 17 from three-point land. After the loss in Las Vegas Sunday, Clark opened up about the tough shooting stretch with an honest assessment of the past 2 games. There are going to be stretches that are really good, and there's going to be stretches that aren't as good, Clark said to reporters post-game Sunday via the Indy Star's Chloe Peterson. Obviously, as frustrating as you want them to go in, even tonight I felt like there was a few that felt really good off my hand, and they just didn't go down. She has certainly impacted the game in other ways, and the sheer attention that she draws beyond the perimeter opens the rest of the floor up for the Fever. But she's used to seeing the 3-ball go down in volume. She acknowledged it's only a matter of time before the shot starts falling again, and in the meantime she will work to continue impacting the offense outside of her deep shot. Certainly it was a tough shooting night, she continued. I've had to find a way to continue to shoot and remain confident in myself because I know I put the time in. I don't feel like it's anything that's off necessarily, but yeah, it would have been nice if they went down. Before the 1 for 17 stretch, Clark went 11 for 20 on threes in her previous 2 games, which were both wins. There's nothing to panic over for one of the WNBA's best shooters. She has a chance to turn it around in the Fever's next game as they finish their road trip Tuesday night in Seattle against the Storm. Basketball, like life, often isn't a straight line to glory. For Caitlin Clark, the spotlight's brightest star, and the Iowa Hawkeyes' electric force, a recent game with the Indiana Fever revealed an uncomfortable truth. Even the best sometimes falter. But it's not just the misses on the court that defined her latest outing. It's the raw honesty she showed in reflecting on her struggles that left fans and critics alike inspired. When you're known for your shooting brilliance, a night of misfires can feel like a personal earthquake. Clark, whose name is synonymous with buzzer beaters and jaw-dropping three-pointers, faced exactly that in the Fever's narrow defeat. Shooting below her usual precision, she wrestled with the kind of self-doubt and frustration many athletes only hint at publicly. Yet, instead of hiding behind cliches or rehearsed answers, she chose brutal honesty, a testament to her character and growth. The weight of expectation. Clark's career has been a masterclass in shooting artistry. Her highlights reel is studded with clutch shots and deep threes that seem to defy physics. But with that prowess comes pressure from teammates, coaches, fans, and most of all, from herself. After the loss, Clark didn't dance around the issue. I was missing shots I usually make, she admitted plainly. I was forcing too much, trying to do everything instead of trusting the process. The simplicity of her statement peeled back the layers of athletic performance, often glossed over by media soundbites. The psychological toll of missing shots extends beyond the scoreboard. For someone like Clark, who has been a scoring machine since her college days, the misses aren't just statistical anomalies. They're challenges to her identity as a player. But her candid reflection demonstrated emotional maturity rarely seen in the spotlight. The anatomy of a rough night. In analyzing Clark's performance, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers, shooting percentages, attempts, turnovers. But the story behind those stats is far richer. Clark described feeling off rhythm from the jump, that intangible sense where the ball just doesn't feel right leaving your hands. She talked about second-guessing herself on shot selection, a dangerous spiral for any shooter. Instead of letting the game flow naturally, she tried to compensate by forcing shots, which often led to misses. Her teammates noticed, but instead of criticism, there was a collective effort to support her. We told her to relax and play her game, said a fellow player post-game. This reinforces the idea that basketball is a team sport,